Jason, have you ever participated in a school fundraiser?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like selling chocolate?
Or UNICEF. Is that a
Or
fundraiser?
actually, yeah, I think that's a fundraiser. But yes, a lot of people have participated as a kid, um, selling stuff for a fundraiser. But today we're not talking about the kids. We're going to be talking about the parents. And I say
Okay.
that because a Baltimore parent stole $29,000 from a school's fundraiser to spend on DraftKings and FanDuel. Have you heard of both of these sites?
Yes.
So yes, they are very popular.
He must have had some crazy parlay. Like, is this some crazy thing? Like, oh,
If
just
it,
wait till it hits.
if it did hit, then he would have been set.
Yeah,
But
because he would pay them off and he'd be like, I'm off.
he's on easy street after that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, it did not go that way. So the thing is, a treasurer for a middle school parent association pocketed the money from a chocolate fundraiser. This is not a good look at all. One Baltimore man is probably not getting a Father's Day gift this year after stealing $29,000 from a school fundraiser and spending the money on gambling sites, DraftKings and FanDuel. A lot of people know these sites. I've been hearing these sites have been getting even more popular every year as they continue.
I feel like there's been a lot of different, like, really crazy success stories.
I have seen those too. Yeah, a lot of people actually winning. And not to get it twisted, that you will not lose.
The one guy who owned the bed shop, and then he won the crazy amount of money, and they're like, yeah, he made it like this crazy bet. You can put it up here, but yeah.
Okay. I do have a couple more things to say because this story is really wild. But before that, if you like interesting videos like this, consider subscribing. We put out interesting videos daily. We have a library of over 300 videos. And the thing is, subscribing is free. It doesn't cost anything. And it does really help out the channel. So consider subscribing. So the thing is, according to the Baltimore Banner,
Okay.
James Michael Harris, 46, serves as a treasurer for Stemmers Run Middle School in Essex, Maryland. Harris is accused of stealing money raised by the school students through a chocolate bar sale. First off, when I read this, I was like, wow, they raised $29,000 on just selling chocolate. That's crazy.
I mean, Mr. Beast makes a lot of money off chocolate.
Okay. Oh, yeah, but Mr. Beast, largest YouTube channel ever.
Yeah, you know.
He's in Walmart. But yes, Mr. Beast does sell a lot of chocolate too. But these kids did sell a lot of chocolate. Baltimore County prosecutors said the theft occurred between April 22 and March 2023. Harris allegedly emptied the school's nonprofit bank account using PayPal to send the money to himself, which he could use on gambling on sports. I don't think it's that uncommon that this might happen if someone has a gambling addiction and they see a large amount of money. Maybe I just see that, but I don't know.
I feel like if you have access to it, it's just like any type of addiction. You know, like if there's a way to you know, feed the addiction, they'll find a way to, like, you know, get the money or get the resources to continue.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And then for him being the treasurer here, yeah, it was like easy access for him to do this.
Yeah, and then like I don't know how he thought he was gonna. I mean, maybe he
The
thought it was.
parlay.
Yeah, he was just gonna. Maybe he thought he like it was a sure win. You know, the sure win.
They do put out a lot of-
49ers win the Super Bowl.
Oh my god,
And they
that
lost
would have
it
been a
all.
crazy bet. But yes. Oh, yeah, because it was on FanDuel or DraftKings. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
He would have been on there. You could have bet on something like maybe he said that there wouldn't be a streaker, and then there was.
Oh my god. That would have been crazy. But okay, so the thing is, those kids worked so hard to raise that money, and they get nothing for it in return. The president for the PTA of Rosemary Rose Whitney said it's really disappointing. I mean, I would be disappointed too. I would be angry if I was a parent of one of these kids and be like, hey, it's like they did all this work and this guy spends it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, it is what it is.
At this point, yeah.
Because I mean, at this point, because how much money was gonna go to your specific kid, you know, at that point, and then I don't know. It's a school issue. I feel like, is he still the treasurer?
I don't think he's the treasurer.
He's still
I
there.
100% don't.
He
think
knows
he's
how
the
to move
treasurer.
money around.
He knows. He knows. Just bet the opposite of what this guy's gonna bet. That's exactly how this is gonna go. So you know what he's
Foolproof.
actually. You know what's actually happening to him? Harris faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Though he's paid back $8,000 so far to the school, while the state is seeking prison time, they have agreed to a plea deal that delays sentencing for 6 months, while Harris pays the restitutions.
He's gonna make 20, or no, was it? He paid 8.
Yeah, paid 8, so 21,000 more that he needs to pay if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
But meanwhile, the school has been unable to pay back the $6,815 it owed to the world's finest chocolate. However, nearly half of the balance was forgiven, leaving a $3,400 debt in collection.
They're gonna repo the school.
They're gonna repo the school. They take a
rid of it.
building. They're like, hey, you know, we're taking this building. You owe us this much money.
They put a boot on the thing. They're like, oh, they tow it away.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever used any of these sites,
No.
DraftKings or FanDuel?
No, I haven't. It's just I don't think I know enough to make any money off it. It'd just be like, oh, it'd be kind of like a fun thing.
I saw this video of this kid saying that he was going to be gambling $5 a day until he makes enough money to pay back his student loan.
And then first day.
No, he lasted like less than a month, but he lost all the money that he ever made.
Yikes.
And I don't think he was ever up because he was essentially using the same $5 to bet again. If not, he kept on betting $5, but he never, I think, got past like $35 that he made in total or something close to it.
But he was up.
He lost everything.
Well, yeah, at one point he was up $35.
At one point, but he was down overall because of all the money he's been putting back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but you know what? It does bring up a good point, though, because U.S. sports betting has rapidly grown into a $10 billion industry since a 2018 Supreme Court decision allowed U.S. states to legalize this practice. Yes. U.S. sports betting could become a $45 billion business. And I'm going to show a graph right here of the rise of U.S. online sports betting. Yes, it is increasing. It is increasing. A lot of people have been sports betting, and the thing is, a lot of people have been sports betting without the knowledge prior on like what exactly they're betting on. They just pick a team and they just go for it.
Yeah, or I mean, like if you just pick your own personal team without like going and doing the research, I think it's all like random, in theory.
In theory, it is all random, but most people say it's like I could do it better. And they've been leveraging software like OpenAI and ChatGPT to go through and try to
predict it.
Yeah, try to predict it, which is kind of crazy to even think about. And the thing is that I think prior to this, it's like prior to 2018, sports bettings were just done in like casinos and other places like that. But with the rise of sports betting now, a lot of people see that as a way to make money. And like you mentioned, it's like there's a lot of places out there that just tell you the success stories because they think they want you to gamble and be like, hey, you could be like this guy.
Yeah, I think it also like preys on the fact that like everybody thinks that they're like really like into sport. I mean, like if you're really into sports, like I know what's gonna happen, like, and then you like predict like a few times that like, oh, your predictions come true, and then you're like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should just be
maybe
betting
this
on
could
this.
be a thing.
Yeah, maybe then the wind isn't flowing your direction anymore. And then
the Warren Buffett of sports gambling. But yes, I would want to know from our audience what they think about this, and what do you think is going to be happening to this guy? But yes, leave your comments in the comment section down below.